Distinguished invitees, colleagues, and dear graduates, please take your seats. Namaskar and a very good evening in the beautiful city of Jodhpur and an even more mesmerizing campus of IIT Jodhpur. We welcome you to the bright occasion of the 8th Convocation of IIT Jodhpur. I am Dr. Akanksha Chaudhary, Assistant Professor of Economics in School of Liberal Arts, IIT Jodhpur. Once again, welcome all the distinguished invitees, colleagues, and graduates on the behalf of the entire IIT Jodhpur community. I also welcome our viewers watching the ceremony online. Ceremony today will witness conferring of degrees and award of medals and certificates in the august presence of our distinguished guest, Sri Senapati Gopal Krishnan, President Axelar Ventures and a global business and technology thought leader, will be the chief guest for the program and will be delivering the convocation address. Dr. Ashish Lele, Director CSIR NCL, will be the guest of honor for the program, and it will be presided over by Dr. R. Chitambram, Chairman Board of Governors IIT Jodhpur, and Professor Shantanu Chaudhary, Honorable Director of IIT Jodhpur. Now, before we start with the program, I'll request everyone to kindly put the mobile phones on silent for the entire duration of the program. Besides, I'll also request everyone to maintain the decorum and do not make any unnecessary movements during the program for the security reasons. We will start with the program shortly. We'll start when the procession arrives. So kindly keep seated at your respective seats. I'll also request all of you to not click any pictures or make any videos during the program. We have made special arrangements for that. You can take the pictures and videos from the officials of IIT Jodhpur. So during the program, we'll request everyone to not use their mobile phones. We'll be starting shortly. I'll once again request all present in the hall to kindly put their mobile phones on silent mode. I'll once again request everyone to please occupy their respective seats, and also please keep your mobile phones on silent. We are starting very shortly. The academic procession is about to arrive, so I'll just request everyone to kindly put their mobile phones on silent once again. All the graduates, please occupy your respective seats. I'll request all the distinguished invitees, colleagues, and graduates to avoid any unnecessary movement in the hall during the program. I'll also request all the everyone present in the hall to kindly not click pictures or make videos during the program. We have made special arrangements for that, and it can be collected later on from the institute officials. Distinguished invitees, colleagues, and dear graduates, please take your seats. Distinguished invitees, colleagues, and dear graduates, the academic procession is arriving. Please rise and kindly remain standing for the national song.
श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् ॐ शन्नो मित्रः वरुणः शन्नो भवत्पर्यवा शन्नः इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षम् ब्रह्मासि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षम् ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतम् वदिष्यामि सत्यम् वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्भक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु भक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 वेदमनोच्चाचार्योऽन्देवासि न मनुषास्ति सत्यम् वद धर्मम् चर स्वाध्यायान्मा प्रमदः आचार्याय प्रियम् धनमाहृत्य प्रजातन्तुम् मा व्यवच्छेत्सिः सत्यान्न प्रमदितव्यम् धर्मान्न प्रमदितव्यम् कुशलान्न प्रमदितव्यम् भूत्यै न प्रमदितव्यम् स्वाध्यायप्रवचनाभ्यान्न प्रमदितव्यम् देवपितृकार्याभ्यान्न प्रमदितव्यम् मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव यान्यनवद्यानि कर्माणि तानि सेवितव्यानि नो इतराणि यान्यस्माकम् सुचरितानि तानि त्वजोपास्यानि नो इतराणि एके चास्मच्छ्रेजागुंसो ब्राह्मणाः तेषाम् त्वजासनेन प्रश्वसितव्यम् श्रद्धजादेयम् अश्रद्धजादेयम् श्रिजादेयम् धृजादेयम् भिजादेयम् संविदादेयम् अथ यदि ते कर्म विचिकित्सा वा वृत्तविचिकित्सा वा स्यात् ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलोक्षा धर्मकामा स्युः यथा ते तत्र वर्तेरन् तथा तत्र वर्तेथाः अथाभ्याख्यातेषु ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलोक्षा धर्मकामा स्युः यथा ते तेषु वर्तेरन् तथा तेषु वर्तेथाः एष आदेशः एष उपदेशः एषा वेदोपनिषत् एतदनुशासनम् एवमुक्तम्
Distinguished invitees, colleagues, and dear graduates, please take your seats.
I invite Chairman, Board of Governors to declare the convocation open. Sir.
I am very happy to declare the convocation open.
Respected Dr. R. Chidambaram, Chairman, Board of Governors, IIT Jodhpur. Mr. Chris Gopalakrishnan, Chief Guest of today's convocation ceremony. Dr. Ashish Lele, Guest of Honor of today's convocation ceremony. Members of the Board and members of the Senate, distinguished guests, dear parents and graduates, my faculty and staff colleagues, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I begin by congratulating all 516 graduates and their parents and their family members. Dear graduates, please stand for a moment. To acknowledge the support of your parents, family, and friends that have taken you to this moment of your life. Please sit down. This is a historic occasion for IIT Jodhpur and AIIMS Jodhpur as a first batch of the first ever joint program between IIT and AIIMS, Masters in Medical Technology students is graduating in this convocation. We also have the first batch of MBA and MS in Digital Humanities, who is part of this graduating cohort. In this convocation, also the first BTech batch of Bioscience and Bioengineering program will receive their degrees. All of them deserve a special mention. IIT Jodhpur was established by an Act of Parliament in 2008. The institute has made steady progress since its inception and presently caters to more than 4,000 students in various branches of engineering, sciences, humanities, social sciences, and management. The institute is spread over an area of more than 850 acres. It has built up area of around 4 lakh square meter. We have embarked on further expansion of physical and scientific infrastructure with a committed investment of rupees 425 crores. We have very distinguished faculty, which include a number of fellows of national and international science and engineering academies, and are decorated with top national and international recognitions. In the current year, IIT Jodhpur has established the School of Liberal Arts from the Department of Humanities and Social Sciences in the spirit of NEP. The vision of the school is to emerge as a forerunner in liberal arts education with a novel, open, futuristic, transdisciplinary, and inclusive liberal humanist approach, and explore diverse possibilities and potentials of human and technology interfaces. SOLA has also launched a Center of Excellence on Art and Digital Immersion for exploring intersections between digital technologies and different forms of art. It was inaugurated by Padma Bhushan Pandit Ajay Chakravarti and Professor Ashutosh Sharma. IIT Jodhpur has also established 2 specialized academic centers, Center for Education and Technology for Education, and Center for Research and Development of Scientific Instrumentation. Responding to the emerging contours of science and technology and keeping in mind the industrial and social needs, IIT Jodhpur has implemented few academic initiatives in this year. It has started new MTech programs. One program is on robotics and mobility. The second program is on augmented and virtual reality. It's unique in the sense that it's being offered jointly with faculty of other IITs and coordinated by Technology Innovation Hub, iHub Drishti, which is supported by the CPS program of Government of India from DST. It has also started a new MTech program on intelligent communication systems. This year, IIT Jodhpur has started 2 undergraduate programs in technology-focused basic sciences. These are 4-year BAs in physics with specializations and BAs in chemistry with specializations. The students of these programs will have the option to join MTech program in their areas of their specializations at the end of 3rd year if they want to spend 1 additional year for the MTech degree. The School of Liberal Arts also has started an MSc program in computational social science. This program positions itself at the intersections of social and computer sciences and mathematics. IIT Jodhpur this year has also initiated international academic programs with universities abroad. A joint PhD in computer science and engineering has been launched with the University of Buffalo, USA, and following dual degree programs have been started with the University of Albany, USA. This is MTech in cyber physical systems and MS in digital forensics and cyber security, MTech in AI, and MS in digital forensics and cyber security. In line with NEP 2020 regarding the promotion of regional languages in higher education, Institute has created provision for conducting tutorials for first-year undergraduate students in Hindi. It has also initiated a program to encourage faculty to record their lectures in regional languages of their choice and making them available online. IIT Jodhpur has instituted an unique fellowship scheme in remembrance of Professor Meghnad Saha, an eminent astrophysicist in the 75th year of Indian independence, to provide an option to young PhDs belonging to SC/ST, NCL, OBC, and NWS categories to have postdoctoral research and teaching experience at IIT Jodhpur. And this program we have initiated, and already we have 3 such postdoctoral fellows who have joined us. In continuation with the rapid growth of academic programs, we have also increased the number of programs, and that I have already stated in terms of new initiatives. But we have also made progress in terms of creating new research infrastructure for the institute. There will be an establishment of a DRDO Industry Academia Center of Excellence at IIT Jodhpur. In this regard, MOU has been signed and announced during the DEF Expo, which was concluded a few weeks back at Ahmedabad. And the focus of this center will be on desert warfare technologies, futuristic omni-mobility systems, and AI for information and wargaming technologies. We have worked on AIoT Fab Lab. To realize the sensors, a number of sophisticated equipment has been procured and commissioned at IIT Jodhpur, and some of which include thin films deposition systems, patterning systems, double-sided lithography, so on and so forth. An institute has also initiated construction of clean room and electronic manufacturing facility in the innovation complex of the campus. To take this forward, we are scheduled to set up a Section 8 company to take this forward with the support of the government of Rajasthan. A Center of Excellence in Ayush, supported by the Ministry of Ayush, has been established recently at the School of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science. This is a first of its kind initiative in precision health and medicine space that would combine electronics, digital health, and AI, and multi-omics approaches for realizing evidence-based Ayurveda solution in a transdisciplinary framework. We have also created a startup tech biodesign center for medical technology to support innovation in medical technologies at IIT Jodhpur, and which is also intended to support the joint IIT Jodhpur AIMS program in medical technology, and this Biodesign Center is a joint initiative of IIT Jodhpur as well as AIMS Jodhpur. IIT Jodhpur has set up a Jal Jeevan Center, Mission Center for Sustainable Drinking Water. On 24th September this year, Sri Gajendra Singh Shekhawat Ji, Honorable Union Minister of Jal Shakti, inaugurated the center at IIT Jodhpur. The center is now completely functional and with the mandate of capacity building, outreach, research, and education in the area of drinking water. Ministry of IT has set up a center for advanced security technology for cyber physical systems, and this has started operation from April 2022, and significant activities have been initiated in the area of different aspects of cyber physical systems like transportation systems, water distribution systems, power distribution systems, swarms, etc. IIT Jodhpur has also got significant research initiatives in different areas. To name a few, one of the work as achievements have been in the social media engine for discovering, doctoring, and obscene multimedia. Then hospital-associated escape pathogens, which are reason for hospital-inflicted infections, and using genomics and genome sequencing, there has been an effort to explain how different straits of pneumonia can emerge and how they can be effectively controlled. There has been work on entangled photons and applications to quantum computation and information processing. Source apportionment study, emission inventory and carrying capacity of Kota city of Rajasthan with respect to the air pollution is an initiative of IIT Jodhpur today. There has been also a work of design and development of metal additive manufacturing machine, that is 3D printing machine using indigenous power-fed technology. And this directed energy deposition-based metal 3D printing is most suitable for repairing and adding additional material to existing components. So this is with a very specific target. This system has been developed and demonstrated. The institute is involved in using machine learning models for their deployment in heat exchangers, and this work is being done in 7 refineries of Indian Oil Corporation of Limited. In terms of AI for human health, a project is on where the goal is to design a method for which the glioblastoma tumor could be tracked and probed outside the patient. There's also, as part of this work, we are developing an explainable AI algorithm for chest X-ray diagnosis of different types of pneumonocosis, including that of silicosis, which is prevalent in Jodhpur and other districts of Rajasthan. A project has been started for energy-efficient buildings, which require a redefinition and redefining of the energy infrastructure of a building to exploit efficiently renewable energies for providing power infrastructure to a constructed site. There has been a demonstrable technologies. There are 2 ways in terms of research and also translation in terms of technology, and IIT Jodhpur demonstrated 3 technologies in Pan IIT exhibition of technology, demonstrable technologies in Delhi. They were on indigenous onboard autopilot system for drones, cascaded latent heat thermal storage for high temperature applications, and deep fake detection in images and videos. There has been a publication based on the work done at IIT Jodhpur on predicting neonatal and infant mortality using machine learning techniques. Quantum dot-based memristors for high-density data storage applications for new generation memory is one of the research outcome of work at IIT Jodhpur. With reference to Alzheimer's, which is one of the degenerative mental disease which is bothering medical doctors for a long time, there is an effective fluorescent probe has been developed for diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease. And it's also reported in the literature, and we're waiting for patenting and translation of this whole process. So research at IIT Jodhpur focuses on different areas, and some of the prominent areas as illustrated: healthcare, machine learning, language technology, genomics, social computing, biocompute, sustainability, heritage, quantum, water, and security. And in fact, why I'm stressing upon this is that IIT Jodhpur has a focus and significance in terms of deep tech research, and institute is committed for high quality research output and translation of that research to products and applications for common man. To make this translation happen, we have created an effective innovation ecosystem, and part of innovation ecosystem is IIT JTISC, IIT J Technology Park, iHub Drishti, Jodhpur City Knowledge and Innovation Foundation. IIT JTISC is a startup center, and I'm proud to announce and communicate to you that the first product from the startup incubated at IIT Jodhpur Startup Center has been launched, and it is a cold plasma technology-based air purification system, which has gone through all testing, and it's now under user site trials. In IIT Jodhpur Technology Park, at least 4 companies have set up their labs. These are the industries who have set up labs for working with the students and the faculty of the institute. They are Johari Digital Healthcare. Then there is this Rajasthan Solar Association, Vizag Technologies, working on security for cyber-physical systems, and Messrs. Critical Solutions for working on computer vision, embedded systems, and real-time software technologies. Jodhpur City Knowledge and Innovation Foundation, which is actually bringing together the academic institutions, industry, as well as research labs in the city of Jodhpur for some common initiatives. So some of these initiatives in this year have been Smart Graded Water Supply System, Jodhpur Urban Air Quality Monitoring Project, and Third Designs, Third Desert Ecosystem Innovations Guided by Nature and Selection. It's a unique project which has been initiated focusing on Thar, because Jodhpur is actually a gateway to the Thar, and Thar is a desert system which has been least explored and exploited among the deserts of the world. For handicrafts and handlooms, we have partnered with several institutions, NIFT, as well as other developers, trying to create a digital museum of the crafts and handicrafts of Jodhpur. And related to that, there was an event, Udbhash, which was organized, which was also in which a Phygital Museum at the JCKIF site was inaugurated again by Honorable Jal Shakti Minister on the day, and it's now available for any of the interested audience to have a look at it. And more importantly, JCKIF organized a craft hackathon, which is possibly for the first time in the country, where NIFT, IIT Jodhpur, FTDI, faculty and students participated for design innovations targeted towards these artisans of this place. iHub Drishti Foundation is working in the area of computer vision, augmented reality, virtual reality, and other applications of these technologies. This year, iHub Drishti has developed 20 technologies and demonstrated and converted them into translational products which can be commercialized. iHub Drishti developed a digital museum, in fact, a digital twin of 5 museums of Rajasthan government spread across different parts of Rajasthan into their digital form, which is now available from the website. We have a very strong, trying to build up a strong interaction with industries. Quite a few MOU has been signed and activated by industries like GE and TCS. And we have also signed an MOU with CII for building up stronger connect with industry for student exchange, training programs, so on and so forth. Currently, Institute has enrolled international students in various postgraduate programs from Indonesia, Syria, Nepal, and Bangladesh through initiatives of Government of India such as ASEAN Fellowship Program, Study in India, and through ICCR support. Alumni of IIT Jodhpur consistently bring glory to the institute through their remarkable achievements and accomplishments. I'm pleased to announce that IIT Jodhpur has recently initiated the North America chapter of IIT Jodhpur Alumni Association with a dedicated focus group for initiating related activities. This chapter will go a long way strengthening alumni networks, student support, and institutional connect in United States of America. We celebrated Alumni Day last year in virtually, wherein alumni showcased their unique initiatives and their career growth. And on this occasion, Recognition of Excellence in Young Alumni Award was presented on the concluding day, and Mr. Shashank Kumar, class of 2013 BTech in Computer Science and Technology, won the REVA Award for Excellence in Entrepreneurship. We have a robust continuing education program targeted towards working executives across the country. We're running an MTech program in AI, MTech in computational and data science. We are running a program on augmented reality and virtual reality and robotics and mobility systems. And there are about 700 students who are registered on the executive education program across the country. And they are all industry professionals. We are happy to report following recognitions of the faculty members. Professor Mitali Mukherjee, Professor, Department of Bioscience and Engineering, has been elected as a Fellow of the National Academy of Sciences. Shurajit Ghosh, Professor, Department of Bioscience and Engineering, has been elected as an editorial board member of Royal Society of Chemistry Advances and Associate Editor, Frontiers in Chemistry. Professor Mayank Vats, Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering and School of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science, has been elected as Fellow IEEE and Fellow IAPR. He also was selected for various faculty fellowship. Professor Richa Singh, a professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, was elected as program co-chair in CVPR 2022. This is the first co-chair from India for that prestigious international conference. And she also received the various AI faculty fellowships and is recognized as one of the top AI researchers in the country. Dr. Mahesh Kumar, Associate Professor, Department of Electrical Engineering, received Abdul Kalam Technology Innovation National Fellowship from Indian National Academy of Engineering. He also received fellowship from Institute of Physics, UK, and was offered editorial board membership of Nanotechnology Institute of Physics, UK. Professor Manoj Chaudhary has been appointed members of Management Council of Semiconductor Laboratory, Government of India, member of CG Technology Innovation Group, co-chair Technical Expert Committee for Digital Communication Innovation Square Scheme for Startups and MSME, Department of Telecom, Government of India. Professor Neeraj Jain, Professor in the Department of Bioscience Engineering and Head of AI School, received the Haryana Vigyan Ratna Award. This year, coming out of COVID, the students were got opportunity involved in lots of extracurricular activities. They restructured. The student body was active in organizing events. IIT Jodhpur organized INE ACRB Youth Conclave 2022 in collaboration with Indian National Academy of Engineering from 15th to 18th September 2022. And there are about 750 students registered for that event, which is possibly largest ever in the history of INE Youth Conclave. Sustainability has been in the mind of IIT Jodhpur all through, and they have taken a number of sustainability initiatives. In fact, one of the major initiatives is providing clean drinking water to the schools in that state of Rajasthan, and started around the district of Jodhpur, and other primary schools were provided clean drinking water facility, which even does not even require electricity. Aligned with this theme of sustainability, one of the student events, Sandstone 3.0, abstained from the usage of plastic and adopted biodegradable materials wherever possible in terms of bleached papers, plastic pens, etc., etc. We have also started a rewilding initiative for the campus where we are trying to get the local species to be used in the campus for greening the campus. And in fact, addressing these species and the ability to survive, addressing the typical features of this ecosystem as well as soil conditions. We organized an event, Padharo IIT Jodhpur, which was an open house, open for public as a whole, to come and visit IIT Jodhpur, visit the labs and see what is happening there, and also to excite young kids who are in the school and colleges about science and technology. In fact, I'm very happy to report we received more than 7,000 visitors in the campus on that day. We have taken up digitalization and automation as one of our mission, and IIT Jodhpur is possibly the first IIT to create a position of Dean of Digital Transformation. We have implemented e-office, and this is now being used across the institute. And ERP, the process of implementation was on for last 6 months, and I've been told it is now ready to roll out. And so this is for all the faculty and the staff members present here, that is next week onwards, at least from different sections, the ERP will start functioning. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to reiterate, through my report I have also presented these, that IIT Jodhpur is advancing steadily on its path of progress with a clear vision of the future. With all your good support and wishes, I'm certain that we will make it a reality. It's a momentous occasion for all of us here to have with us Sri Kripala Krishnan as chief guest for the convocation. It's also a matter of great privilege for us to have Dr. Ashish Lele as a guest of honor. This 8th convocation of IIT Jodhpur is indeed a special occasion for the institute, and the defining moment for the lives of 516 students will be stepping into the real world from this evening. On behalf of the institute, and on my personal behalf, I heartily congratulate the parents of the students again, of those students who are receiving the degrees today. Also congratulate all the students who are also receiving the degrees. And with these, the total number of students who graduated from this institute stands at 2,484. Thank you for your time and attention. Jai Hind. Let the candidates be presented for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Technology in Biotechnology.
I present 27 candidates in person and 8 in absentia who met the requirements for the award of degree of Bachelor of Technology in Biotechnology. I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Aditya Kumar, Aman Pratap Singh, Ankit Bharadwaj, Archit Dwivedi, Arushi Midha, Bai Yashwant, Chindam Saurabh, Chitluri Rakesh Gupta, Diya Chirag Sankla, Khushi Mulge, Komala Venila, Kshitij Thakur, Manav Garg, Mukul Kumar. Nagam Vamsi Krishna. Neelansh Kalra. Nidhi Sharma. Piyush Mathur. Pradyum Verma. Prateek Goyal. Rajat Ajay Vinchurkar. Raksham Tiwari. Rohit Kumar Sahu. S. Vijay Bhargav. Shanit Rajesh Nagre. Vaibhav Pal. Vinay Raj. Thank you.
Let the candidates be presented for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Technology, Computer Science and Engineering.
I present 50 candidates in person and 14 in absentia who met the requirements for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Technology in Computer Science and Engineering. I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Aditya Kumar. Aditya Kumar. Ennam Khati Reddy. Anshika Vishwakarma. Anshu Sahu. Athanti Akansha. Bharat Dheeraj Bharadwaj. Dhruv Avinash Patel. Ishan Jindal. Ekagra Das. Gaurav Patidar. Harsh Anand. Jay Prakash. Jevala Shripad. Karthik Vyas. Karuture Amrita. Kataria Nirmal Ashwin Bhai. Kotwade Venkatesh Lakshman. Kumar Pradyum. Lathia Dev Rajesh Bhai. Mahendra Singh Chaudhary. Manan Chajer. Manan Rakesh Kumar Shah. Manul Goyal. Mihir Dheeraj Lal Sakaria. Muskan Agrawal. Muskan Rajiv Batla. Nikhil More. Nivedit Jain. Patel Jash Vinod Bhai. Patel Mitul Indravadan Bhai. Rajat Sharma. Ramanuj Yashvi Ramprakash. Rituraj Kulshresht. Sahil Patel. Saurabh Shashikant Burevar. Shah Parsh Jignesh Kumar. Soham Raju. Tanuj Agrawal. Upendra Yadav. Utpal Gupta. Vanga Vineet Reddy. Vikash Singh Rathor. Vinay Detani. Vivek Khokar. Yashwant Singh Vaskil. Nishant Sarraf. Nagmalla Rohit. Rushil Kaushal Sangvi. Nishant Jain.
Let the candidates be presented for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Technology in Electrical Engineering.
I present 53 candidates in presence, in person, and 7 in absentia, who met the requirements for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Technology in Electrical Engineering. I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Akash Jain. Aman Gupta. Anshika Gupta. Anshul Tilodia. अर्पित गुप्ता, आर्यवर्धन सिंह शक्तवा, आशीष तेलल, बंडी संजय रेड्डी, भरत बिशु, भूषण सुधीर माली, चंद्रपाल, चौबे यश प्रमोद, दिव्या सिंह, फौजान अमीन नाइकवाड़े, गेडिया हरित सूर्यकांत, गोटा अन्नपूर्णा, हर्षित कुमार मिश्रा, हर्षराज सिंह, कंचरापू पवन, माधवी परभने, मानस मीना, मनीष कुमार भवराय, मानवेंद्र शाह, मोहम्मद नादिर, मोहित जैन, निशांत सिंह, पल्लव शर्मा, पीयूष सोनी, प्रणव दिलीप फाल्के, प्रीत शाह, राघव रंजन, रजत भारद्वाज, रशीम मेघतिया, रिदम बागड़े, रोहन संजय दर्शनी, रोहित कुमार, सचिन गंगवार, सत्यम चंद्रकांत खैरनार, शाह कुशल परेश, शशि कुमार डींगवाल, श्रेया गोयल दास, शुभम यादव, सुब्रत कुमार बेहरा, तनीषा गुणावत, वेदांती मुकुंद अलासरेपुरे, विजयन नंद कुमार, विकास कुमार मीणा, यजा मलिक, बघासिया हेमंत महेश भाई, अनमोल गुप्ता, शुभा धामी, सुनिकेत दास, आरजू कुरैशी।
Let the candidates be presented for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Technology in Mechanical Engineering.
I present 40 candidates in person and 13 in absentia who met the requirements for the award of degree of Bachelor of Technology in Mechanical Engineering. I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Pila Subhash Chandra Bose, Mogili Vansi Kalyan, Ajay Tyagi, Aman Kunawat, Aman Kumar, Ani Agrawal, Anjali Yadav, Anmol Kahlo, Anukul Kumar, Archit Bansal, Arvind Kumar Chandrakar, Atul Kumar, Bharat Nalla, Chaitanya Deepak Bagul, Deepak Arjaria, Kachapuram Varun Shastri, Kane Dipendra Singh, Kantilal Suthar, Kaustubh Dikshit, Kumar Dayanand, Lalit Kumar Meena, Maitri Sandesh Gajanan, Menga Lakshmaya Vara Narsimha Swami, Mukund Kumar, Navdeep Kumar, Nikita Kumari, Nitin Kumar Mahor, Oswal Vinit Jitendra, Patel Meet, Renu Potalia, Rishabh Shukla, Rohan Srivastav, Sahil Gaur, Samir Kumar Chaudhary, Satvik Srivastav, Saurabh Singh Mina, Tarun Mina, Tushar Agrawal, Vanka Manikanta Datta Sai, Vishnu Prajapati,
all recipients of the degrees of Bachelor of Technology, please rise.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chairman of the Senate of the Indian Institute of Technology, Jodhpur, I admit each of these candidates to the degree of Bachelor of Technology in their respective disciplines and charge them to prove worthy of the same throughout their lives.
All recipients of the degrees of Bachelor of Technology, please take your seats.
Let the candidates be presented for the award of the degree of Master of Science in Chemistry.
I present 18 candidates in person and 16 in absentia who met the requirements for the award of the degree of Master of Science in Chemistry. I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Anya Jindal, Ashwani Chauhan, Patel Avid, Chanchal Agrawat, Chinmay Kumar Rana, Gitika Tiwari, Himanshu Sharma, Jaimin Kumar Makwana, Kaushik Mandal, कुसुम विश्वकर्मा, माजी मनीष कुमार महेंद्र भाई, मनीष कुमार, प्रियंका हजारिका, शिवम, शेरिंग संगमो भुटिया, विशाल सैनी, स्वाति वीके, मयंक शुक्ला,
Let the candidates be presented for the award of the degree of Master of Science in Digital Humanities.
I present 10 candidates in person and 07 in absentia who met the requirements for the award of the degree of Master of Science in Digital Humanities. I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Anupa Thomas, Aparna Shahji, Isita Vyas, Jayate Agrawal, Kanistha Taparia, Komal Thakur, Kumari Ankita, Shweta Tiwari, Tushar Kant, Vaishnavi Sinha,
Let the candidates be presented for the award of the degree of Master of Science in Physics. Master of Science in Mathematics.
I present 9 candidates in person and 5 in absentia who met the requirements for the award of the degree of Master of Science in Mathematics. I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Abhishek Meena, Devanshu Biswas, Jatin Sharma, Manoj, Nitin Pal, Ramzan Ali, Sakshi Brahmavanshi, धीरज कुमार गहलोत, सचिन कुमार,
Let the candidates be presented for the award of the degree of Master of Science, Physics.
I present 16 candidates in person and 20 in absentia who met the requirements for the award of the degree of Master of Science in Physics. I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Vipul Kumar. Itisha. Jayant Kumar. Karan Singh Chaudhary. Komal Kiran. Lalit Kataria. Rajat. Rajesh Kumar. Sagar. Shreya Sharma. Vineet. Ramesh Yadav. Ajay Gagat. Jyoti Verma. Shivam Roy. Aryaveer Singh.
All recipients of the degrees of Master of Science, please rise.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chairman of the Senate of the Indian Institute of Technology, Jodhpur, I admit each of these candidates to the degree of Master of Science in their respective disciplines and charge them to prove worthy of the same throughout their lives.
All recipients of the degrees of Master of Science, please take your seats.
Let the candidates be presented for the award of the degree of Master of Technology in Bioscience and Bioengineering.
I present 7 candidates in person and 1 in absentia who met the requirements for the award of the degree of Master of Technology in Bioscience and Bioengineering. I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Adel Neaz, Ajay Kumar, Animesh Jana, Ajay Kumar, Anuja Warrior, Sharvika Subodh Kochre, Bhumika People,
Let the candidates be presented for the award of the degree of Master of Technology in Chemical Engineering.
I present 9 candidates in person and 1 in absentia who met the requirements for the award of the degree of Master of Technology in Chemical Engineering. I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Aditya Ganesh, Akash Parashuram Mali, Anurag Chauhan, Haripriya Aburi, Mohammad Aslam, Sanjay Reyes, Saurav Man, Vikram Singh Jat, Yogendra Chauhan,
Let the candidates be presented for the award of the degree of Master of Technology in Infrastructure Engineering with specialization in energy.
I present 6 candidates in person and 1 in absentia who met the requirements for the award of degree of Master of Technology in Infrastructure Engineering with specialization in energy. I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Deepak Manihar, Kandukuri Venkata Subramanya Srimukh Babu, Pallavi Shikha, Ravi Kumar, Shivanshu Shekhar, Arya PS,
Let the candidates be presented for the award of the degree of Master of Technology in Infrastructure Engineering with specialization in Environmental Engineering.
I present 10 candidates in person and 1 in absentia who met the requirements for the award of degree of Master of Technology in Infrastructure Engineering with specialization in Environmental Engineering. I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Aman Kumar Meena, Ankit Kumar Maurya, David Conver, Thanya Shah, Sagurti Janvi. Karthik Sharma. Muhammad Mustafa Ali. Nigeta Kumari. Rampunit Kumar. Surendra Kumar.
Let the candidates be presented for the award of the degree of Master of Technology in Artificial Intelligence.
I present 14 candidates in person and 3 in absentia who met the requirements for the award of the degree of Masters of Technology in Artificial Intelligence. I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Meenakshi Sharma. Ambikesh Kumar Singh. Anupriya Pal. Badepudi Venkata Naga Shri Sai Vinita. Debalina Saha. Jaideep Singh Heer. Meghna Jain. Parsa Revant. Stuti Pathak. Swatik Sahu. Vineet Ramesh Gore. Anurag Saraswat. Nishit Bharadwaj. Abhishek Sikarwar.
Let the candidates be presented for the award of the degree of Master of Technology in Computer Science and Engineering.
I present 12 candidates in person and 1 in absentia who met the requirements for the award of the degree of Master of Technology in Computer Science and Engineering. I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Aditi Naufule. Anjali Arora. Pashikanti Rohit Parjanya. Piyush Ranjan Majhi. Rajat Pratap. Rati Kumari. Samanyu A. Saji. Shrishti Gupta. Shri Gauri MV. Umang Rajendra Barbhaya. Dipinti Manandhar. Sumit Keshri.
Let the candidates be presented for the award of the degree of Master of Technology in Cyber Physical Systems.
I present 10 candidates in person and 2 in absentia who met the requirements for the award of degree of Master of Technology in Cyber Physical Systems. I recommend that they may be admitted to the said degree. Abhishek Kumar Gupta. Avinash Kumar Das. Brahmanathkar Sarang Sanjay. Kanika Patil. Mahima Maheshwari. Abhyaduti Purkayastha. Sagar Kumar. Shubhanjali Srivastav. Vibhor Jaiswal. Poonam Maheshwari.
Let the candidates be presented for the award of the degree of Master of Technology in Sensors and Internet of Things.
I present 5 candidates in person and 4 in absentia who met the requirements for the award of degree of Masters of Technology in Sensors and Internet of Things. I recommend that they may be admitted to the said degree. Malay Das. Mohit Bhushan. Navya Vani Yella. Pranjali Srivastav. Sumana Chattaraj.
Let the candidates be presented for the award of the degree of Master of Technology in Data and Computational Sciences.
I present 9 candidates in person and 1 in absentia who met the requirements for the award of the degree of Master of Technology in Data and Computational Sciences. I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Paul Aarti Chandrakant, Arun Chugh, Deep Shikhar Bhardwaj, Mayank Gupta, Narendra Kumar, Sapan Gumbar, Sheetal Bhagat, Shubham Ashok Kachre, Vyoma Garg.
Let the candidates be presented for the award of the degree of Master of Technology in Advanced Manufacturing and Design.
I present 9 candidates in person and 1 in absentia who met the requirements for the award of degree of Master of Technology in Advanced Manufacturing and Design. I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Devanshu Jain. Nikhil Kashyap. Shamir Khan. Vishal Vashisht. Anupam Saurav. Naresh Nagal. Sahil Jahangir Chaudhary. Divyesh Fatarpekar. Vishal Pokhrel.
Let the candidates be presented for the award of the degree of Master of Technology in Thermofluids Engineering.
I present 8 candidates in person and 1 in absentia who met the requirements for the award of the degree of Master of Technology in Thermofluids Engineering. I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Abbas Ali. Ajay Kumar Gupta. Sodarapu Sasang Sai. Rajat Raj. Pallavi Dudomar. Samir Vijay Kumar Kulkarni. Sharat S. Lal. Vishnu Chaudhary.
Let the candidates be presented for the award of the degree of Master of Technology in Materials Engineering.
I present 4 candidates in person and 3 in absentia who met the requirements for the degree of Master of Technology in Materials Engineering. I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Misbah Amin. Prashant Kumar Verma. Priya Pal. Yas Prakash Mishra.
All recipients of the degrees of Master of Technology, please rise.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chairman of the Senate of the Institute of Technology Jodhpur, I admit each of these candidates to the degree of Master of Technology in their respective disciplines and charge them to prove worthy of the same throughout their lives.
All recipients of the degrees of Master of Technology, please take your seats.
Let the candidates be presented for the award of the degree of Master of Business Administration.
I present 21 candidates in person and 6 in absentia who met the requirements for the award of the degree of Master of Business Administration. I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Ajay Rathore. Akshit Sood. Ankita Kapoor. Arunika Khaitan. Savalya Dhanashri Pradeep. Gerald Neto. Maneet Gupta. Nidra Chakravarti. Nitish Kumar. Raman Shukla. Ritika Basu. Saili Dattaray Deshpande. Cheryl Pascal D'Souza. Shrutin Pusunuri. Siddharth Naman. Siddhi Mehta. Som Shubhra Sarkar. Shubhdeep De. Suryabhan Pratap Singh. Tulsi Agrawal. Umang Patel. I present 23 candidates in person and 8 in absentia who met the requirements for the award of the degree of Master of Business Administration Technology. I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Anagha S. Ajit. Anthony Johnson S. Nadkhede Anuj Anil. Avinash Ghanshyam Ingle. Jainendra Keshav. Keshav. A. Krishna Chaitanya, Midhun M, Mrinal Shetty, Ogirela Alankita, Oshika Mandal, Pavan Kumar R, Pratyush Kumar, Sagnik Panda, Savan Kumar, Shubham Rawat, Somnath Rath, Udayan Patnakar, Vantipalli Sandeep Kumar, Vanya Tripathi, Vidyasagar Vasantrao Bhange, Vishnupriya K, Zafar Ibrahim.
All recipients of the degrees of Master of Business Administration, please rise.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chairman of the Senate of the Indian Institute of Technology, Jodhpur, I admit each of these candidates to the degree of Master of Business Administration in their respective disciplines and charge them to prove worthy of the same throughout their lives.
All recipients of the degrees of Master of Business Administration, please take your seats.
Let the candidates be presented for the award of the degree of Masters in Medical Technologies.
I present 5 candidates in person and 1 in absentia who made the requirements for the award of degree of Master in Medical Technologies. I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Anup Kamal Kakwani. Anushree Bharadwaj. Mridul Sharma. Shraddha Suman Panda. Thilak Chakravarti.
All recipients of the degrees of Masters in Medical Technologies, please rise.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chairman of the Senate of the Indian Institute of Technology, Jodhpur, I admit each of these candidates for the degree of Masters in Medical Technologies in their respective disciplines and charge them to prove worthy of the same throughout their lives.
All recipients of the degrees of Masters in Medical Technologies, please take your seats.
Let the candidate be presented for the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I present 10 candidates in person and 6 in absentia who met the requirements for the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Alankar Agrawal. Yogesh Kumar. Sanjay Chatterjee. Jyoti Fauzdar. Divya Gupta. Aditya Raj. Gajendra Singh Chawda. Abhishek Mishra. Shreya Goyal. Iduri Satya Krishna. All recipients of the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, please rise.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chairman of the Senate of the Indian Institute of Technology, Jodhpur, I admit each of these candidates to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and charge them to prove worthy of the same throughout their life.
All the recipients of the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, please take your seats.
Let the record of the degrees be presented to the Chairman, Board of Governors for his signature.
all recipients of all the degrees, please rise for the oath. I request Patel Jas Vinod Bhai, student of class of 2022, to come on the dais for administering the oath.
I pledge that I shall be scrupulously honest with every thought, word, and deed, and in the discharge of my duties. I shall honor always the knowledge, wisdom, and values inculcated in me by this institute. I pledge to devote my knowledge and skills only towards the well-being of the citizens of the country and humanity at large. I shall uphold the dignity and integrity of my profession, institute, and nation.
Dr. Chidambaram, our Chairman, Board of Governors, is one of India's distinguished experimental physicists. Dr. Chidambaram played a leading role in the design and execution of the peaceful nuclear explosion experiment at Pokhran in 1974, and also led the DAE team which designed the nuclear devices and carried out the Pokhran tests in May 1998 in cooperation with the DRDO. He has made important contributions to many aspects of our nuclear technology. He has DSc degrees from more than 25 universities in India and abroad. He has more than 200 research publications in refereed journals, and all his research work has been in India. Dr. Chidambaram became the director of Bhabha Atomic Research Center in 1990. He was a chairman Atomic Energy Commission from 1993 to 2000. Till recently, he was a principal scientific advisor to the Government of India and chairman of the Scientific Advisory Committee to the Cabinet. Presently, he is a DAE Homi Bhabha Chair Professor in BARC. He has received numerous awards and honors. I'm not listing it because all of us know that stature of our chairman, Professor Chidambaram. Let me request Dr. R. Chidambaram to give the chairman's address to this convocation.
Thank you, Professor Santanu Chaudhary, for the kind introduction. Shri Senapati Chris Gopalakrishnan, a member of the famous Infosys group, which really transformed the software landscape in India. Professor Ashish Lele, Director NCR. Professor Santanu Chaudhary, Director of IIT Jodhpur, that we all know, I think, by now. Professor Somnath Ghosh, members of the Board of Governors, members of the Senate, faculty, staff of IIT Jodhpur, invitees, guests, parents, members of the press, and my dear young friends who have graduated today. On behalf of the Board of Governors, it gives me immense pleasure to extend a very cordial and special welcome to our chief guest for this function, Shri Chris Gopalakrishnan. we have come to the end of the award of degrees part. Now sitting there, it is so energizing and invigorating to see the bright young faces as they go forward in life to contribute to India's development in various areas. Professor Santanu Chowdhury mentioned about the progress of the institute over the last year. Of course, it's a very young IIT compared to the other IIT, started in 2008. And now it has growing rapidly. Though he perhaps didn't mention it, I was particularly happy to learn that DRDO has now sanctioned. Did you mention it? You mentioned it, okay. And I must remember from that only. Has now issued a formal sanction for the establishment of a DRDO Industry Academia Center of Excellence at IIT Jodhpur. And the focus of that is on some very advanced areas like desert warfare technologies, futuristic mobility systems. The armies have to move. And of course, artificial intelligence for war gaming. There is also a school of liberal arts which has come up here. Good technologies are developed by scientists and engineers and IITs, including of course at IIT Jodhpur. But to take the benefits of the technologies to the people, the social scientists have a very important role. And of course, I also understand that the Ayurtech, supported with the Ayush Ministry, has also been established here, which appropriately uses digital health techniques and artificial intelligence for delivery of precision health and medicine. I'm delighted, as you heard in the report of the director, that there have been other research initiatives in the areas of cyber security systems, part of cyber physical systems, sustainable drinking water, solar energy, additive manufacturing, which you also call 3D printing, which has become more and more important, particularly when want to produce products of very complicated shapes, and biodesign for medical technology. Nowadays we had a meeting of the Board of Governors yesterday, and what we have now started is good for the Board of Governors, that every Board of Governors meeting we have 2 presentations by young faculty. And the most important thing, it allows the Board of Governors members to get to know what is the latest work or highlights of the work that's going on in IIT. You know, uniquely, India is now an economically developing country where parts of the S&T system are very highly developed. Something unbalanced here, economically developing, but the S&T system is very highly developed. In some parts of the system are highly competitive with the most developed country in the world, space and nuclear. Some areas of defense, knowledge chemicals and so on. And then we have world-class academic institutions like the IITs, among them IIT Jodhpur. Clap. Correct time to clap, no? See, I want India to become a knowledge economy, not just a developed country, with the ability to produce new knowledge and with ability to appropriate knowledge generated anywhere in the world for India's development. And here IITs have to play a very important role. And we must learn the art of risk taking. It's a field in which I'm very much interested in. You know, there's a brilliant book edited by John Brockman, which is called This Idea is Brilliant, John Brockman. And there is a chapter in that by Rosenweich. And it says, and I quote, "When it comes to technological breakthroughs or launching new products, it is better to act and fail than fail to act." Of course, this is part of our idea of risk-taking, and even our own Indian Nobel laureate Abhijit Banerjee. I was hearing a lecture by him. He talks about risk and poverty trap. Risk and poverty trap. And he said, poor people take up low risk, low return projects because they fear the risk. So they continue to remain poor. Same thing is true when you are taking up fields of research. If you want to do safe research, guaranteed publications, well, you can do that. But it's not going to take you anywhere. So you must take up high-risk projects. Of course, there is a chance to fail, but you never fail fully. Take frontline, high-risk projects. Very unlikely you are going to fail. And also, you know, when you do research, remember the advice of the famous biologist Peter Medava. Biologists might have heard of Peter Medava, who advises always work on important problems. Important to science or important to society. Any career that you take up, if you are going to just go along with the stream, doing things what everybody else is doing, of course you can make money in the process. I'm not talking of making money. There are many methods. I'm talking of getting satisfaction out of the work that you are doing in your life. Follow the advice of Peter Medava. And I repeat that, always work on important problems. Important to science or important to society. Of course, such problems may be difficult and success is not assured. This is where the question of risk-taking comes in. But if you succeed, of course, the gains are enormous. And actually, you will find that when people have taken up such difficult, great scientists, they never fail fully. They are shown some other directions in which then they succeed enormously, because it opens up new avenues of other important problems. After the degrees you get today, you young people will start a new chapter in your careers. Some of you may pursue research. Some of you may acquire additional academic qualifications. Some of you may join industry. And of course, some of you may also go for startups. I wish you all the best in your future careers. Thank you and Jai Hind.
May I request the Chairman, Board of Governors, to give away the prizes to all meritorious students. Please announce the prizes for meritorious students of 2022 batch.
(2022) President's Gold Medal for the graduating student with best academic performance among students of all BTech programs of the class of 2022 goes to Devin Garg in absentia. In absentia. (2022) Chairman Board of Governors Gold Medal for the graduating student with best all-round performance among students of all BTech programs of the class of 2022 goes to Patel Jash Vinod Bhai. (2022) Directors Gold Medal for the graduating student with best all-round performance among female students of all BTech programs of class of 2022 goes to Shubha Dhami. (2022) Jagdish Chandra Bose Gold Medal for the graduating student with best academic performance among students of all MTech programs of the class of 2022 goes to Aditya Ganesh. (2022) C.V. Raman Gold Medal for the graduating student with best thesis work among students of all PhD programs of the class of 2022 goes to Abhishek Mishra. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It is my pleasure to introduce the respected guest of honor of this convocation ceremony, Dr. Ashish Lele. Dr. Ashish Lele is a chemical engineer, rheologist, and director of the CSIR National Chemical Laboratory, Pune. He is known for his research on micro and mesostructure of polymers and is an elected fellow of the Indian Academy of Sciences and Indian National Academy of Engineering. The Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, the apex agency of the Government of India for Scientific Research, awarded him the Shanti Sharup Bhatnagar Prize for Science and Technology, one of the highest Indian science and engineering awards, for his contributions to engineering science in 2006. He started his career by joining National Chemical Laboratory in 1993 as a scientist. While working at NCL, he took a sabbatical to complete his postdoctoral studies at Cambridge University from in July, from July 2000 to December 2001. Subsequently resumed his service at NCL, where he later held the chair of the Department of Polymer Science and Engineering. In 2018, he opted to take the role of Senior Vice President R&D at Reliance Industries Limited. On 1st April 2021, he became the 13th director of the CSIR National Chemical Laboratory, Pune. His current research, innovation, and technology interests are alternative energy systems with particular focus on hydrogen ecosystem, new manufacturing paradigms, sustainability, climate change, and circular economy, structure, processing, property, performance relations in polymers and advanced materials. He also is a recipient of Infosys Award in Engineering, and he is today known for his contribution in the area of hydrogen economy and the hydrogen energy. I invite respected Dr. Ashish Lele to deliver his address.
Dr. R. Chidambaram, Chairman, Board of Governors, IIT Jodhpur, and former Principal Scientific Advisor to the government. Padma Bhushan, Dr. Chris Gopalakrishnan, Co-founder Infosys and President Infosys Science Foundation. Professor Shantanu Chowdhury, Director, IIT Jodhpur. Distinguished members of Board of Governors, members of Senate, distinguished deans, faculty, administration, staff of IIT Jodhpur, proud parents, and my dear graduating students. Namaskar and a very good evening to all of you. It is my privilege and honor to be part of the 8th Convocation of IIT Jodhpur, an important milestone for this young member of the IIT family. It was one of those busy days in office when I received the invitation sent by Professor Shantanu Chowdhury to be the guest of honor at this function today. And I accepted it without really thinking about what I'm going to get into. And it was only when I started writing this address that I realized how ill-prepared I was. Primarily because I did not have any personal experience to draw upon, because I myself had missed both my convocations. I could not attend the first convocation at the University of Mumbai because I had already traveled to the US to do my PhD. And I missed the second convocation at the University of Delaware in the US because I had traveled back to India to take up my first job. So I realized that I had not received any sagacious advice from guests of honors in my convocations. So I spoke to a few of my friends who had attended those events. And surprisingly, almost everybody told me that they did not remember a single word of any of those speeches. So I immediately felt relieved, knowing that I'm unlikely to be held responsible for affecting your careers, even if I choose to give you preposterous sounding advice. So let me start by first and foremost congratulating all the graduating students for achieving this very important milestone in your life. I also want to congratulate your parents for giving this priceless gift of education to you. Dear graduates, today you will be armed with new wings which will enable you to take your first flight in the real world. Your education gives you the power to seize many wonderful opportunities that await you. So the only real suggestion I want to give you today is to be always mindful of two of Albus Dumbledore's famous dialogues in the Harry Potter series, where he says, and I quote, "Soon you will have the choice between what is right and what is easy. It is the choice we make that decides who we are far more than our abilities." Now these may sound rather non-trivial remarks. One may even make a philosophical argument to claim that there is no absolute right or wrong, or no absolute easy and difficult. While that may very well be true, my own personal experience suggests that if we follow our heart and stick to our convictions, the choice of doing the right thing instead of the easy thing is, after all, not so difficult. So in my speech today, I would like to recount some of my own personal experience in making such choices. I grew up in a middle-class Maharashtrian family that valued education, morality, love, humanity, arts, and nationalism. My father worked hard to earn a living. My mother did odd tuitions to add to the monthly income. While my school was no different than any other typical institution, it did have decent laboratories and a makeshift library. In fact, I read my first Jules Verne's novels borrowed from the Godrej almiras of my school library. A lot of my out-of-school education happened thanks to a large group of friends with whom I would spend my summer vacations on trekking expeditions, organizing sports camps, and building mud castles in Diwali. My lessons in nationalism came not from textbooks, but rather from listening to captivating lectures and reading inspiring books on the history of Maratha kings, a geography where I belong to. At the end of my higher secondary education, I had the option to choose a career in medicine or engineering, and I had to make my first career choice. Getting diverse exposure to different professions at an impressionable age can have a great influence on one's choices. My biology classes and labs at that time, unfortunately, did not expose me to many interesting aspects of biology. A career in medicine seemed, at that time, limited to cutting, stitching, and fixing people, and I did not have the appetite for that. Although I was aware that a doctor's profession can be financially very lucrative. On the other hand, my father, who is a civil engineer, showed me some really exciting engineering projects. I remember visiting a sugar factory. I remember visiting a mechanized winery, the first of its kind in India. And I remember visiting Mumbai's Jawaharlal Nehru port, which was then under construction. Ever since, I have always been enamored by large engineering projects. And so pursuing a career in engineering seemed like the right thing to do at that time, and I have never repented that decision. So the take-home message to the graduating students from me is to actively seek and enable as many internship options between semesters to give you a variety of exposure. I ended up getting admitted into the University of Mumbai's Department of Chemical Engineering without honestly having much idea of this particular branch of engineering. But I still distinctly remember the very first lecture given by one of the doyens of chemical engineering, Professor Sharma, who, by the way, actually hails from Jodhpur. He gave us a 30,000 feet overview of the chemical industry, its enormous contributions to global economy, and in particular to India's strides in agriculture, healthcare, and energy. This was followed by visits to companies like Rashtriya Chemicals Fertilizers, a large fertilizer complex in Mumbai. And at that time, I immediately knew that I had made the right career choice. It is an undeniable truth that the choice of one's profession is often influenced by a good teacher. And so my second take-home message to the graduates here is that you should seek out good teacher. As Bharat Ratna APJ Abdul Kalam has said, a good teacher can shape the character, caliber, and future of an individual. By the time I completed my third year of chemical engineering, I had secured admission and scholarships to a few universities in the US. In those days, going to US to obtain a higher degree was a kind of norm for engineers. And for most students, the real motive was to settle down in a developed country with a cozy job. I was never allured to this goal for several reasons. I, of course, wanted to stay closer to my aging parents, but I also was mindful of the fact that my entire BE degree had costed me a meager 800 rupees, whereas the quality of education that I had received was absolutely invaluable. I knew even then that there are no free lunches, which meant that India had practically paid for my educational choice. This sense of gratitude was definitely a major factor in my decision to return to India. All of my close friends had, however, chosen otherwise. Finding a job in the US might have been relatively easy for me, given the fact that my PhD research was actually sponsored by a large MNC, and my research had led to some interesting patents on nanomaterials of biodegradable polymers even at that time. But I wanted to make the right choice, not the easy one. At that time, call it fate or luck, I had the chance encounter with Dr. Mashelkar, the then director of CSIR National Chemical Laboratory, who happened to be on sabbatical in my department during my second year in the US. The inspiring discussions with him cemented my decision to return, and it was further buttressed when I visited CSIR NCL during a summer trip to India. I saw in this laboratory a wonderful opportunity to not only do good science, but also to translate it into relevant technologies. Finally, I also had an incredible fortune to have a good life partner who was actually desirous of building a career in India. This sealed the deal, and I returned to India within a month of my PhD thesis. I was, of course, fortunate that NCL did give me a job. And so my third message to all of you is that if you are on the verge of deciding between a right choice versus an easy choice, check if the universe is sending you any signals. I personally don't believe in fate or luck, but as Denzel Washington has said, luck is when an opportunity comes along and you are prepared for it. I have spent the last 27 years at NCL, working on government salary and within the confines of a bureaucratic machinery. And yet, I am very proud to say that these have been my most fulfilling years of professional life. I have had the freedom to do research in my area of choice and work with some of the brightest young students who motivated me to stay sharp. I also had the good fortune to work with many thought leaders who have influenced science and technology landscape in India. Collaborating with them has enriched my life in multiple dimensions. They have challenged me to perform better than my capabilities, and they have shown me new paths and taught me the art of leadership. In my first 15 years at NCL, I built a research group in the areas of thermodynamics and rheology of polymeric materials. I established a state-of-art laboratory, published my research in good journals, mentored graduate remarkable students, worked closely with industry on many projects. The work earned me many laurels, and while this all looked like the well-trodden path for success, I was not satisfied because I wanted to do more. I wanted more of the same, but because none of my work till then had the potential to create a large impact for India. This uneasiness forced me to get out of my comfort zone. In the early 2000s, CSIR had embarked on the risky program on developing hydrogen technologies. Those were the days when nobody in India believed in hydrogen as a potential clean energy vector. But visionaries in laboratories like NCL foresaw the need to develop indigenous technologies over the next 15 to 20 years, and how true they were. I bought into their vision, and I was ready to make my next right choice, which was to stop all my research so far that had fetched me many laurels and jump into an area about which I knew nothing. The adventure was fraught with risks. Technologies like fuel cells require multiple technical expertise. This means that large teams have to be created, and the leader has to manage many creative people. The project had to be funded continuously for 15 years, which was not easy, especially when there is no technology pull from the market. And finally, there was always the possibility that nothing would come out of those 15 years of hard work. But the thrill of taking up such a challenge was enticing and was exactly the kind of opportunity that I was seeking. Fast forward to 2021, and today India has recognized the importance of this clean energy vector. Our work has put CSIR at the forefront of the indigenous technology developers for fuel cells and electrolyzers. Inaugurating India's first indigenous fuel cell bus created through a CSIR industry collaboration has not only been, in some sense, a culmination of many years of hard work, but also the harbinger of new mission programs along the entire hydrogen value chain. And therefore, my fourth advice to the graduating students is never shy away from facing challenges and taking risks. Take risks, especially when you are younger, courageous, articulate, and have an insatiable appetite for success. A good mantra to bear in mind is to fail quick so that you may succeed in the long run. NCL has taught me many more things. For instance, I learned that there is nothing like basic research and applied research. These distinctions are artificial and unnecessary. Instead, NCL gave me the opportunity to embark on a journey of learning, doing, and delivering, which integrates education, research, innovation, and entrepreneurship. Education disseminates known knowledge, research creates new knowledge, innovation translates research into solutions, and entrepreneurship takes the solutions to the market. I am delighted to see that IIT Jodhpur is creating such an integrated ecosystem through its many degree courses, research projects, and technology innovation hub. This is a great start for a relatively young institution, and as Plato has said, a work well begun is half done. I would like to suggest to IIT Jodhpur to find new ways to integrate the various disciplines and train students to become solution engineers rather than mechanical, electrical engineering, civil, or chemical engineers. Our planet is facing existential crisis in severe magnitude in the form of climate change and pollution, thanks to injudicious use of non-renewable energy and materials to feed our greed. The rise of antimicrobial resistant pathogens caused by indiscriminate use of agrochemicals, rapid depletion of water resources, and so on. At the same time, we need to keep in mind the emergence of new and powerful technology platforms such as gene editing, AI/ML, and brain-machine interface, which have the potential to unlock new ways to solving complex problems in hitherto unimaginable ways. I'm happy to see that IIT Jodhpur has undergraduate and postgraduate programs in AI, data science, bioengineering, medical technologies, and so on. And I understand that this is a unique program with AIMS Jodhpur. But beyond our usual curriculum, we must also prepare our students with 10 important skills: solution engineering, creativity, critical thinking, collaborations, people management, emotional intelligence, judgment, decision making, service orientation, negotiation, and cognitive flexibilities. These are the 10 important skills that I want to stress. So my fifth suggestion in this address is for the Institute to adopt an innovative, integrated, apprenticeship-like approach to train our engineers to solve problems and also pick up new skills that go beyond the usual classroom lessons. Finally, I would like to end my speech by telling the graduating students to remember 5 useful mantras that I have learned from Dr. Mashelkar. 1, always remember the 3 Ps: purpose, perseverance, and passion. Be brave to live the life of your dreams according to your vision and purpose instead of the expectations and opinions of others. Don't quit, because quitters are never winners. Remember that people with great passion can make the impossible happen. Number 2, while the beginning of your life is not in your hands, where you end up is. Therefore, keep your aspirations very high. Number 3, work hard, because there are no shortcuts to success, which itself is a continuous pursuit. Number 4, be part of a solution and not part of a problem. If you can't find a way, create a new path. If doors don't open for you, create new doors. And number 5, remember that human endurance, human achievement, and human imagination are all boundless. The only real limits are the self-imposed ones. I wish you all the very best in your life. I have no doubt that you will ascend the limitless ladder of excellence and bring glory to yourself, to your family, to your alma mater, and to your country. Thank you, Jai Hind, and God bless.
Thank Thank you, Dr. Lele, for your inspiring address. And it's a lesson for all of us. May I request guest of honor, Dr. Ashish Lele, to give away the prize to all meritorious UG and MSc students. Please announce the prizes for the UG and MSc students of the 2022 batch.
The 2022 Director's Prize for graduating student with best academic innovation work among students of all BTech programs of the class of 2022 goes to Rushil Kaushal Sanghavi, Vagasia Heman Maheshbhai, and Akash Jain. The 2022 Silver Medal for the graduating student with best academic performance in the graduating class of 2022 of the BTech Biotechnology program goes to Nidhi Sharma. The 2022 Silver Medal for the graduating student with best academic performance in the graduating class of 2022 of the BTech Computer Science and Engineering program goes to Devin Garg in absentia. The 2022 Silver Medal for the graduating student with best academic performance in the graduating class of 2022 of the BTech Electrical Engineering program goes to Shubha Dhami. The 2022 Silver Medal for the graduating student with best academic performance in the graduating class of 2022 of the BTech Mechanical Engineering program goes to Vanka Manikanta Dattasai. The 2022 Certificate of Merit for the graduating student with best academic performance in the graduating class of 2022 of the MSc Chemistry program goes to Shubham Kumar Jha in absentia. The 2022 Silver Medal for the graduating student with best academic performance in the graduating class of 2022 of the MSc Digital Humanities program goes to Vaishnavi Sinha. The 2022 Silver Medal for the graduating student with best academic performance in the graduating class of 2022 of the MSc Mathematics program goes to Debanshu Biswas. the 2022 silver medal for the graduating student with best academic performance in the graduating class of 2022 of the MSc Physics program goes to Ria Barua in absentia.
It is my pleasure to introduce the respected chief guest of the convocation ceremony, Mr. Senapati Chris Gopalakrishnan. Mr. Senapati Chris Gopalakrishnan is the chairman of the Acceler Ventures, an accelerator that helps startups during the early stage of their business journey. Chris served as the vice chairman of Infosys from 2011 to 2014, and the Chief Executive Officer and Managing Director of Infosys from 2007 to 2011. He's one of the co-founders of Infosys, recognized as a global business and technology thought leader. He was voted the top CEO, IT services category, in Institutional Investors' inaugural ranking of Asia's top executives, and selected as one of the winners of the second Asian Corporate Director Recognition Awards by Corporate Governance Asia in 2011. He was also selected to be Thinkers 50, an elite list of global business leaders, in 2009. He was elected president of India's Apex Industry Chamber of Confederation of Indian Industry for 2013 and 14. And he served as one of the co-chairs of the World Economic Forum in Davos in January 2014. In January 2011, Government of India awarded Mr. Gopalakrishnan the Padma Bhushan Award, the country's third highest civilian honor. Mr. Gopalakrishnan serves on the Board of Governors of Okinawa Institute of Science and Technology, is a chairman of the Council of ISC Bangalore, and is chairman Board of Governors IIIT Bangalore. He is a chairman of the Vision Group on Information Technology of Karnataka Government and chairman of CII Digital Council. He is a chairman of Itihasa Research and Digital, which publishes history of Indian IT industry as Itihasa app, as well as reports on industrial and academic research in India. He invests in promoting research on brain sciences, aging-related disorders, as well as investing in startups and startup ecosystem. Mr. Gopalakrishnan holds master's degrees in physics and computer science from Indian Institute of Technology, Madras. Chris is a fellow of Indian National Academy of Engineers and an honorary fellow of Institution of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineers of India. May I request Mr. Senapati Chris Gopalakrishnan to deliver the convocation address.
Thank you for that kind introduction, Professor Sandhanu Chaudhary. It's my privilege to share this podium with Professor Chidambaram. You know, if India is where it is in nuclear technology, if India's stature in science and technology is where it is today, it's because of people like him. And, you know, when I wrote this, I remembered a quote that's attributed to Isaac Newton. It seems it's much older than that, but Isaac Newton has said this. If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. And you have one of the giants of Indian science and technology as your chairman of Board of Governors. It's a privilege for me to be here today. And Professor Ashish Lile, again, a distinguished scientist engineer. We had the occasion we had the privilege to recognize his contributions to Indian science and engineering through the award of the Infosys Prize. So I have some connection to Professor Ashish Lele also. I'm the current president of Infosys Science Foundation, and we are announcing this year's winners on 15th of November. Professor Shantanu Chowdhury, members of the Board of Governors, members of the Senate, faculty, students, all the graduates, families of graduates, friends. Congratulations to all the graduates and your families. Your hard work over the years has come to fruition, especially your hard work during COVID pandemic. I believe that COVID has made us stronger, resilient, and has increased our faith in science and technology. I want to congratulate the faculty and staff of IIT Jodhpur. They have graduated one of the largest class in 2022. I want to congratulate them on the progress made by this institute over the last 14 years since its inception. Institute building takes time, but the progress already demonstrated in the rankings achieved by this institute is very commendable. Now, Professor Ashish Lele said, you may not remember what is said in this convocation, but unfortunately, everything is recorded today and it's forever available on the internet. So we have to be very careful about what we say in such occasions. And with social media, what it is today, you have to be even more careful in what you say and how it is interpreted. Interpretation is also very important. Anyway, COVID has shown that unanticipated events can derail the best laid plans for all of us. Ukraine war is another event that has affected the world with fuel price increases and higher inflation across the world. On top of all of this, climate change is increasing the number of unusual weather events, floods, hurricanes, extreme temperatures. We do not know if these uncertainties will disappear or will continue. I believe that it's best to assume that the future will be uncertain, and all of us need to create plan B if our best laid plans get derailed by some unforeseen events. Resilience is a trait that each one of us need to build in key aspects of our life: job, wealth, reputation, education, etc. Even for institute like the IIT Jodhpur, they had to quickly convert all their classes to online. So you need a plan B, and that's true in life. Having said this, I'm an optimist, and I believe that the next 30 years are going to be even better than the last 30 years. The next 30 years will span your professional life. It's an opportunity for each one of you to leave your mark in this world, to create an impact, to leave a legacy, to be remembered for. I was fortunate to be part of the IT revolution in India and actually around the world, lucky to get a ringside view of both these revolutions. For India, the industry changed the perception of India to a land of high quality global talent. The industry currently is $200 billion in revenue, employs more than 5 million people in India and outside India. Most of the global multinational companies have their R&D and IT departments in India currently. They also outsource these services to Indian firms. India has become the default location for such type of work. During COVID, most of the offices were closed and employees had to work out of their homes, especially for providing services. Even education became remote work. Now, remote work became the only way to provide services. Indian IT companies started and perfected this process around remote work way back in 1980s. That's the genesis of the Indian IT services industry. I'm very proud of the IT services industry in India for creating a world-class industry in India, for leading the world in remote work, for creating some of the best governed companies in the world, and for being entrepreneurial. The IT story of India is inspiring a new generation of entrepreneurs in India. Many of the IT leaders have now become investors in the startup ecosystem. Over the last 5 years, my colleagues at Itihasa, this was mentioned in the introduction, and I've interviewed many of the leaders who led this IT revolution in India and documented their achievements. Last month, our book titled Against All Odds, The IT Story of India has been published. So just a plug for that. You will find many anecdotes on the growth of the IT industry in India in this book, and I hope that you will find the book interesting and educational. I saw the growth of the digital computer industry over the last 45 years. I passed out of IIT Madras in 1979. Around the same time, Apple introduced the Apple II personal computer in 1977. IBM introduced the IBM PC in 1981. These actually democratized computing and changed the way offices functioned. All business processes were converted to execute using a computer. Personal computers changed our lives by increasing productivity, connectivity, and access to knowledge. During the last 45 years, we saw the emergence of internet, mobile phones, cloud computing, social networks, wearable computing devices, etc. You will agree with me that digital computer has transformed our lives and businesses tremendously. The GDP of India went from $180 billion in 1980, around the time I entered the working life, to $3.2 trillion today, a growth of 18 times over 42 years. The global GDP has grown from $11 trillion to $90 trillion now, a growth of 9 times. A lot can change in a lifetime. So looking at the next 30 years, I believe that 3 trends will be important to you. These trends that you can ride on as you build your careers. First one is technology innovations. Second is new opportunity for industry leadership and you to become a leader. And the third is what I call the India opportunity. Let me briefly elaborate on each one. Technology innovation is accelerating with multiple innovations transforming multiple industries. On the digital computing side, we are creating faster and cheaper processors, cheaper memories, and new parallel processing capabilities. The first PC introduced could process a few hundred instructions per second. The new processor M2 that Apple released recently can process billions of instructions per second, and it is cheaper than the first PC. Cloud computing is providing each user with almost unlimited memory capacity with almost no cost. But the most interesting change that's happening is on the programming paradigm. Till, let's say, 2010, the programming paradigm was the traditional paradigm of procedural code. One defines an algorithm to solve a problem in detail, converts the algorithm into a computer program which is then executed by the computer. Computer follows these program instructions, including any errors that you made in the algorithm. This paradigm allowed us to use the computers to solve the problems where we knew the algorithms for. This limited the problems that could be solved by using a computer. For example, using computers to translate text from one language to another or to understand an image or a picture was rudimentary. In recent years, we have thought about how human brain could be, and I want to reinforce that word, could be processing such tasks. And we have created computer systems that try to mimic how we believe the brain works. This paradigm is called the deep machine learning. Here we teach the computer with sample inputs and outputs and use computer's power to figure out the algorithm. The output is the algorithm that then can be used to solve other similar problems. As computers get more powerful and as we get more and more data, the computer is used to figure out the programs that will solve these problems. In narrowly defined tasks like playing chess or a game of Go or image recognition, computers have become equal to humans in providing the correct solutions. In several tasks, actually, computers are already far, far superior to humans with the ability to process, for example, in computations, arithmetic computations, it can process billions of computations per second. These are what are called artificial narrow intelligence. Over time, combining many such machines, we should be able to create a machine which will show general intelligence or broad intelligence capabilities. Already, AI/ML machines are used to replace humans in several areas like reading X-rays, voice recognition, automatic translation in real time, playing various computer games, medical diagnosis, self-driving vehicles, etc. These machines are used in identifying patterns in large amount of data, identify the underlying pattern, and then solve and create the solution. I believe that this paradigm change in programming is as fundamental as introduction of digital computers. This will continue to transform many industries where knowledge work is needed, just like the third industrial revolution changed manual work. The second industrial revolution changed manual work. So that's the first trend. The technology trend, I just talked about digital computing and AI and machine learning, but every new technology that's being introduced, gene editing, new alternative fuels, new materials, 3D printing, and so on. These trends will create opportunities to transform many industries. The second trend I want to talk about is the opportunity for new leadership to emerge. Now, if you look at the list of companies in the US with the biggest market capitalization, these are mainly less than 50 years old. So new industrial leadership has emerged in the last 50 years. Similarly, US was about 2% of the world's GDP in 1900, 2% of the global GDP in 1900, whereas today it is about 20% of the world's GDP. The first half of 20th century, US led the world in factory-based repetitive manufacturing, taking advantage of the second industrial revolution, increasing productivity through the use of technology and management techniques. In the second half, US dominated the world in digital computing. So riding these trends, a country can take leadership in economic terms. In the second half of 20th century, China accelerated its GDP growth on top of being the world's factory. In fact, in some sense, taking advantage of both digital computing and the second industrial revolution. China today is the second largest economy in the world today. So here the opportunity is for us to become the second or the third largest economy in the world as a country. India can become the second or the third largest economy in the world because of the opportunity these transitions provide. And similarly, businesses can become the largest in their sectors. I have seen this actually, few of the IT services companies today are the largest in the world. So we have created global leadership, and I believe that this can be done in several industries in the future. There is tremendous wealth to be made in India as India grows to a $5 to $10 trillion economy. In fact, I believe that India will be the best place for entrepreneurship and startups. We already have 100 plus unicorns, that is companies with market cap of more than $1 billion. Some of these companies will have to run the marathon and become global multinationals leading their industries. The third trend is the India opportunity. India is transitioning to a developed economy in the next few years. But what kind of India will we create? I hope that we will create a better India and a better world, one that is sustainable, equitable, affordable, and accessible. These are the problems humanity is facing today. India can be the laboratory of the world to create these new developmental models. Let me give you a couple of examples. When COVID struck the world, US came out with a vaccine to create immunity against these viruses in record time, especially using the mRNA technology. We created these vaccines in record time using the best of science and innovation. These vaccines costed $30 per dose and would probably affordable to only the top 10% of the world. Imagine what it would have costed India to vaccinate a majority of its eligible population, estimated to be 800 million. It would have cost India $48 billion, assuming 2 doses per person. Then India came out with our own vaccines, which were priced at $3 per dose. And it costed 1/10 of the cost, approximately $5 billion. Clearly, India has a role to create affordable innovations. Another example, in the fintech space, we have created payment infrastructure built on Aadhaar and UPI. One can transfer money instantaneously with almost zero cost, but just knowing another person's telephone number or UPI code. With this, 80% of Indian adult population is able to use digital financial transactions to buy products, whereas less than 15% own credit or debit cards. Again, a disruptive innovation. In telecom, India has one of the best telecom infrastructures covering most of the country. In fact, we were able to function during COVID because of the telecom infrastructure. Even the corner Kirana store was able to connect with its customers, accept orders using WhatsApp and deliver products. Where else in the world would you get to make unlimited calls, send messages, and consume 1 GB of data per day, costing just rupees 300 per month? Just 300 per month, it's approximately, let's say, $4. Nowhere else in the world. So I can go on. India provides the opportunity to create new business models and new ways of doing things that works for 7 billion people of the world rather than the top 10% of the world's population. I believe, and this is why I believe that the next 30 years are going to be even more exciting and could transform India to be a leading developed nation, giving the world a better model. And you have the opportunity to create this better India. Identify companies that are working to create disruptive technologies or business models that are fast growing. Work for them, or better yet, start these businesses. This is what I would call identifying large waves and riding these waves. I wish each one of you the very best wishes. And as the Jedi said in the Star Wars movie, may the Force be with you. Thank you all.
Let us thank Chris for showing the way forward for the future. So please announce the prizes for the postgraduate students of 2022 batch. I request our chief guest to please present these awards.
The 2022 Certificate of Merit for the graduating student with best academic performance in the graduating class of 2022 of the MTech Biosciences and Bioengineering program goes to Anuja Warrior. The 2022 Certificate of Merit for the graduating student with best academic performance in the graduating class of 2022 of the MTech Artificial Intelligence goes to Devleena Saha. The 2022 Certificate of Merit for the graduating student with best academic performance in the graduating class of 2022 of the MTech Computer Science and Engineering goes to Sri Gauri MV. The 2022 Silver Medal for the graduating student with best academic performance in the graduating class of 2022 of the MTech Chemical Engineering program goes to Aditya Ganesh. The 2022 Silver Medal for the graduating student with best academic performance in the graduating class of 2022 of the MTech Infrastructure Engineering with a specialization in Environment Engineering program goes to Sagurthi Janvi. The 2022 Certificate of Merit for the graduating student with best academic performance in the graduating class of 2022 of the MTech Infrastructure Engineering with a specialization in engineering goes to Kundukuri Venkata Subramanya Srimukh Babu. The 2022 Certificate of Merit for the graduating student with best academic performance in the graduating class of 2022 of the MTech Cyber Physical Systems goes to Shivanshu Tripathi in absentia. The 2022 Certificate of Merit for the graduating student with best academic performance in the graduating class of 2022 of the MTech Sensors and Internet of Things program goes to Mohit Bhushan. The 2022 Certificate of Merit for the graduating student with best academic performance in the graduating class of 2022 of the MTech Data and Computational Sciences program goes to Mayank Gupta. The 2022 Certificate of Merit for the graduating student with best academic performance in the graduating class of 2022 of the MTech Advanced Manufacturing and Design program goes to Devanshu Jain. The 2022 Silver Medal for the graduating student with best academic performance in the graduating class of 2022 of the MTech Thermofluids Engineering program goes to Sarath S. Lal. The 2022 Silver Medal for the graduating student with best academic performance in the graduating class of 2022 of the MTech Materials Engineering program goes to Arpita Priyadarshini Samal in absentia. The 2022 Silver Medal for the graduating student with best academic performance in the graduating class of 2022 of the MBA program goes to Cheryl Pascal D'Souza. The 2022 Silver Medal for the graduating student with best academic performance in the graduating class of 2022 of the Masters in Medical Technologies program goes to Tilak Chakravarti E. The 2022 Mrs. Chander Mohini and Mr. Jeevan Kapoor Merit Prize for the graduating student with best academic performance in the graduating class of 2022 of the MTech Data and Computational Sciences program goes to Mayank Gupta. The 2022 Mrs. Chander Mohini and Mr. Jeevan Kapoor Merit Prize for the graduating student with best academic performance in the graduating class of 2022 of MTech Artificial Intelligence program goes to Deblina Saha.
I request the Chairman Board of Governors to declare the convocation closed.
I declare the convocation closed.
Distinguished invitees, colleagues, and dear graduates, please rise for national anthem and remain standing till the academic procession leaves.
जय
शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मावादिशं ऋतमवादिशं सत्यमवादिशं तन्मावीत् तद्वक्तारवावीत् आवीन्माम् आवीद्वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मावादिशं ऋतमवादिशं सत्यमवादिशं तन्मावीत् तद्वक्तारवावीत् आवीन्माम् आवीद्वक्तारम्
I, Dr. Akanksha Chaudhary, on behalf of the entire IITJ community, would like to thank you for joining us on this auspicious day. I would also like to invite all present here for dinner in their respective dining zones. Also in room number 309, there is a photograph printing facility available. Interested graduates can go there and get their pictures printed. Thank you, distinguished invitees, colleagues, and graduates, and have a great evening ahead.